Hey guys, it's Kristine Mirelle with Starving Musician's Guide, and today I'm going to talk to you guys how I make $700 on nights playing in sometimes the smallest rooms, the smallest lounges, the smallest hotel lobbies, and that's without anybody knowing who I am, without anybody being on my social media, with no fans showing up at all, and nobody even really caring who I am, and how you can do it too. Let's go. All right, guys, so first, there's this misconception that people think that if you're playing on like huge stages, that you're making tons of money, and sometimes they are. But I'm talking about the people that, again, you don't have 1 million followers on Instagram. You don't have 1 million followers on YouTube. You're not web famous. I'm talking about how a regular person who is good at doing music can make a great living, and how these gigs that I'm performing at where nobody even knows who I am, how I'm walking away with $700 a night or more consistently, playing these really, really great fun venues. So I'm going to give you guys 3 tips on how I make the most money, and I definitely maximize how much money I can make in a night. All right, first, you want to find really great venues. So you can I'll look for hotels, casinos, I'll look for anything that has lots of traffic. So if there's lots of people kind of coming through, that's great. A hotel lobby can be really great if you find a place where, hey, maybe you're in a city where there's like a touristy area. Make sure to see if there's gigs somewhere where you could go play and see if, hey, if there's people walking by, even if they hear you for one song, it's likely that they're going to drop something in your jar. Even if it's just a little bit, all of that adds up. Whereas if you're in like a small lounge where there's just a lot of everyone's really idle and sitting there, once they tip you, that's probably it. They're just going to tip you that one time, and you're not going to make as much money. And you're going to be sitting there playing all night for the same people. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just talking to you about maximizing. We're talking about how to make the most possible money that you can in an evening. So I'll find a high traffic area. Last weekend when I played at a casino in Vegas. I've done casinos in some of these other big cities. So if you're in a big city, you're in a great place. Or if you're even in a place where, hey, your weekends, you know that tourists are coming in. Let's find a place where there's a big tourist attraction. Let's find the city center, or let's find a big monument where there's people coming through. This is how you're going to maximize your tips and how much money you can make. Now, guys, keep in mind, if you're in like Canada on like a farm and you're mad and you're like, Kristine said I could make this much money and I didn't make this much money. Guys, if you're singing mostly to like cows and chickens and nobody's out there, you're not going to make as much money. So you do have to be realistic with where your location is. I moved away from where I lived. I took a huge sacrifice and I took a huge risk, and I moved away from basically, I raised pigs and stuff in New Mexico. I moved away so that I could make more money. So pick a good location, pick a place where it's high traffic, and make sure that there's lots of people coming through so that you can reach as many people as you possibly can. The other thing is, if you're booking a really cool place that has like a good budget, like this is a nice place where like tourists are coming through and you have traffic and you have, different things happening, constant foot traffic, then they're going to have budgets to give you a flat out, hey, this is what we're guaranteeing you. So you're going to make anywhere, my experience has been anywhere from $200 to $400 to start with. And that's what you're guaranteed. Hey, we're guaranteeing that you're going to make $200 to $400, and the rest is tips. So now the rest you got to work for. The rest you got to use these next couple things that I'm going to share with you guys on how to maximize what you can make. 2, your set list. I've talked about this so much. If you watch my videos, guys, this is like so freaking important. Learn songs that you know people love. If you're just playing songs that you like, and everybody there is like, this is cool, they're not going to tip you. But if they hear that song that's like, oh my God, that was my grandma's favorite song, or that's me and my husband's favorite, that was our wedding song, or this is my son's, whatever it is. If it triggers something emotional in them, they're going to want to tip you. And it feels good. It feels good to see the reaction that they have, to see them happy, or to see them touched, or just to see how excited they get. You can do that by, one, you can always Google like most common songs that people request in a piano bar, or if you're a guitarist, you could put like best songs to sing as a guitarist, or let's say you're just a singer, hey, best sing-along songs. Whatever it is and whatever you do, just do the best at what you can and make sure to learn really great songs. Always add new songs to your set list every week if you can. Learn a couple new songs a week. If people make a request and you don't know that song, put it on your list, go home and learn it, and then you'll have it for next time. I have accumulated hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of songs that I know now. And that's why I make as much money as I do, because I'm able to accommodate more people and what they're requesting. Instead, I don't have to be like, no, I don't know that. I usually know the song. So make sure that you're always adding new songs. 3, this is really important. On your breaks, you're still working. Okay. You're not taking a break. You're not in the corner on your phone checking Instagram. That's not what you're doing. However long your gig is, if it's 3 or 4 hours, when you're on that break, you're out walking around and you're talking to people. So that's what I'll do. I'll walk around. I'll shake every single person's hand in the room. I'll walk to each table. And like I'm telling you, most of these places where I'll play, like, this particular lounge, I'm sitting there, there's maybe 30 people in my lounge. It's not a big lounge. It's not like there's hundreds of people. There's not thousands of people. There's literally like 30. But there's people that are coming in and out, and it's a high tourist area. But on my breaks, I walk around and I say hello. I ask them, is it your birthday? Is it a celebration? What are you here for? What are you doing? And I'll talk to them. What's your favorite artist? What's your favorite song? I'll find something so that I can connect with them. And so then they feel really connected with me. And so now, instead of me just being the piano girl in the corner singing, now I'm like their friend, and they feel like they can ask me questions, and they can ask me questions about my life. Because sometimes people are like, what's it like to be a musician? And they want to know. And sometimes I meet people that are super fascinating that I'm like, how did you get into that industry? So it's really cool. So it actually it helps me, it gets me excited, and it makes me have fun, and it helps me to get to know my crowd better. It makes them feel comfortable. And it also makes them, me understand what kind of music that they like. Because sometimes people won't come up and tell me. Sometimes they're nervous to go, hey, can you play this song? But if I walk up to them, they'll be like, man, I really think your voice would sound good on this, Elton John track or whatever it is. And if they do that, then now it's like, yes, okay, I'm going to play a song that they love. And now they're probably going to tip you. All right, that's it for me, guys. I'm Kristine Mirelle with Starving Musicians Guide. Make sure to find me on starvingmusiciansguide.com, or you can learn how to book a gig in 7 days by going to bookagigfast.com. Join my mailing list. I'm always giving around lots of videos, free information. And if you have any questions, make sure to comment me. If you're on my Instagram, you can DM me. If you're on a Facebook, you can inbox me. If you're on YouTube, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.